This week on eNEWS, we'll see why Lethbridge College is working on immersing students in Blackfoot culture, how one artist is making her way through the Lethbridge scene, and what the Kodiak's men's volleyball team is doing to prepare for the second half of the season.
News. I'm Dominique Charles.
And I'm Greg Bobanek, and here's today's top story. Lethbridge College is making a strong effort to include and celebrate Indigenous history. Over the last couple of years, the college has been strengthening its connection to traditional Blackfoot culture within the education system and curriculums. December Burgess has more.
Traditions, beliefs, and language are all things that are ordinarily taught from one generation to the next. Though some Lethbridge College students struggle with their customs as a result of past estrangement and assimilation into new cultures.
You'll find a lot of First Nations don't have a lot of that knowledge, or if they do have it, they're not comfortable to be communicating in the way their parents or their grandparents have.
Blood says there's a gap in knowledge and that they must focus on teaching the generation outside of residential schools.
My mom and my stepdad were both Catholic and stuff like that, but my grandparents were always on the spiritual side. My grandparents didn't really speak it too much around me, and so I didn't actually grow up learning it until probably 10 years ago, and now I'm still really rocky.
The college hosts cultural events in an effort to give students a connection to their past and celebrate the relationship between Indigenous and non-Indigenous people. Most recently, Lethbridge College has been awarded a Blackfoot name to further demonstrate the effort both parties are putting into create a healthy relationship. The college offers an Indigenous cultural support program where people can talk to elders, spiritual advisors, leaders, and role models. For eNEWS, I'm December Burgess.
Indigenous Services says it's focused on providing peer support, planning Indigenous activities on campus, fostering better relationships in the community, and reducing racism.
A Lethbridge College nursing student is expressing concerns over a proposed new collective bargaining agreement between Alberta Health Services and the United Nurses of Alberta. Marissa Shue is in her second year of the Bachelor of Nursing program. She says the proposed deal calls for a hiring and wage freezes for the next 3 years. She was concerned that her classmates and close to 20,000 other student nurses preparing to enter the workforce could be headed for disappointment due to lack of career opportunities.
I'd say it's definitely frustrating for all of us, especially knowing that we are putting a lot of effort into this program and knowing that when we come out and graduate that not everyone's going to be able to find a job potentially.
AHS and the UNA say they are working together to draft a plan that's in the best interest of both the nurses working in Alberta's healthcare system and the thousands of students currently in the colleges and universities.
With the winter semester now in full swing at Lethbridge College, new student enrollment numbers are in. The college has seen a slight increase in the student population for general courses and stagnant numbers overall. In addition, there are some empty seats in the new trades and technology facility. Registrar Marco Hilgersum has some insight to why these are decreased numbers.
Some of the engineering programs, geomatics, design drafting, a little softer in the numbers, and generally that's again tied maybe to the oil patch, so what jobs are out there, so we're hoping that increases.
Lethbridge College and all other colleges and universities across the province are now accepting applications for the fall term that will begin in September. Flu season is full swing in southern Alberta. Lethbridge College is affected each year by influenza. Although it's impossible to avoid it completely, the college has taken a few steps to prevent it from spreading through students and staff. Around the cold months of the year, Lethbridge College is affected by all types of afflictions, including the flu, which is easily transmitted. The flu appears every year, and the college has students coming in sick with sore throats and other illnesses. Every year, the college makes flu shots available for students and staff before the flu season kicks in to try and prevent the spread as best as possible.
Yeah, we do have a flu clinic that we run in October, November, so hopefully we can immunize a bunch of people.
The College Health Services area is always available all year for sick students and staff to come and get looked at.
While the snow may be melting, ice is still causing problems on the sidewalks around Lethbridge College. That's why the college is making sure students have the necessary information and means to walk to and from their vehicles or bus safely. Many students find themselves walking in slippery parking lots and on sidewalks. Some students park in lots that aren't controlled by the college, meaning that students need to pay extra attention to the conditions and wear proper footwear. The college says there are certain spots around campus that students need to be aware of, but the college is also providing information for students on how to reach the college safely.
There's posters that we've put up throughout the college that say "Walk like a penguin." It actually helps you keep your balance should you hit an icy spot. So we encourage people to, A, wear the proper footwear, and then B, try walking like a penguin, and it may keep you upright.
Zappone adds that the silt buckets have been placed at every door coming into the college for students and staff to use if they find a sidewalk too icy.
Lethbridge College Student Association is bringing in some new faces with a by-election for student representation. In this week's edition of Campus Horizons, Dominique Charles sat down with the LCSA Events Coordinator, Tanner Marcer, to get a better understanding of what's happening next.
Hi, I'm Dominique Charles for Campus Horizons. Today we're going to be talking to Tanner Marcer about the upcoming by-election for the Lethbridge College Students Association. Hi, Tanner.
Hi, Dominique.
Hi. Do you mind just telling me a little bit about what the by-election is?
The by-election is to fill a position on our Lethbridge College Student Association Council. It is for a full-time student that will be representing the students at the Lethbridge College.
Perfect. And what does the position entail?
Yeah, so they represent the students of Lethbridge College to the best of their abilities. They attend some meetings that help make decisions on behalf of the Lethbridge College students. They are involved in campus activities and events that are here to benefit the students.
And what sort of characteristics are you looking for in a person who might be applying for this position?
We're looking for an organized student, somebody who's very charismatic, who would have no problem reaching out and talking to the students and helping them address their needs.
And what sort of things are the student representatives in the past responsible for?
We have some students that have been on transit meetings, academic council meetings, helped out with mental health grants, and just done some very casual events inside the cave, like ran some paint nights, some ladies' night stuff, and some silent auctions to raise some money as well.
Perfect. When do the elections take place?
The deadline to submit elections is Thursday.
That's all for Campus Horizons. I've been Dominique Charles.
After the break, we'll see how 2 local business owners help Lethbridge musicians, and later how local microbrewers and restaurants benefited from an annual event in Lethbridge.
Volunteer Lethbridge is there to help you give back to the community. Volunteering is there to help you get more experience if you're lacking the skills department on your resume. We have many opportunities to volunteer, keeping you busy all year to be a staple in the Lethbridge community. Volunteer opportunities include kitchen cleaning, vision mates, Meals on Wheels drivers, community board members, cleaning and maintenance, voice drive, and so much more. Volunteer Lethbridge located on 324 5th Street South. Offices located in the Penny Building.
The Lethbridge Food Bank is here to help families and those in need. Life can be hard and people deserve a helping hand. They help approximately 700 households each month. That's over 50,000 pounds of food. Now more than ever, the Lethbridge Food Bank is in need of your donations. They even accept perishables, including meat and milk. Donate today and help the people in your community.
Crime Stoppers and Lethbridge Police Service need your help in solving an assault. On June 30th at 12:20 a.m., A man was assaulted by 3 unknown male assailants at the Gas King on 5th Avenue North. The victim was approached by 3 men asking him for a cigarette, when one of the 3 sprayed the victim with bear spray. Later, at 2:30 a.m. on 3rd Avenue North, another man was bear sprayed while walking by 3 Aboriginal men. Then again, at 2:58 a.m. on 1st Avenue South, in the alley behind Arby's, another man was suspected of being bear sprayed. If you have any information on this or any crime, please contact Crime Stoppers by any of these methods. Standard message and data rates may apply. Crime Stoppers will pay up to $2,000 for information leading to an arrest. Remember, you will not have to attend court or testify, and you will remain anonymous. We want your information, not your name.
2 local entrepreneurs have combined their passions to build a better future for local musicians. Focused on the development of local entertainers, their goal is to nurture the homegrown talent Southern Alberta has to offer. Stephanie Savage has more.
So creative.
The operation may seem small, but its impact is mighty. Captained by Clayton and Joel Vargasy, Cottonwood Records is aiming to help emerging artists beat the odds by doing whatever it takes.
So everything we do is kind of on budget, so we've been there and we know what it's like. So to help an artist who can't necessarily afford the studio or the video production, we try and get back to them.
One thing Cottonwood does a little differently is they find and feature local music every month. They then create high-quality audio and video files that can be shared across multiple platforms. For the month of December, the dynamic duo teamed up with local artist Alyssa McQuaid. McQuaid has been pursuing her music career for many years. She says it's important for the community to have partners like Cottonwood Records.
But yeah, it's awesome. It's really, really cool that they're so talented and they do so many cool things for our community. So yeah, it's great.
For the multi-talented dreamers, the concept of contributing to the local music scene is a key component to how they operate.
It's pretty important to us that we focus on getting the community behind us that we live and work in first, and then branch out further and further from there. Yeah.
For eNEWS, I'm Stephanie Savage.
The inspired duo say they currently have many ideas rolling around in their heads and can't wait to see which ones become a reality in Southern Alberta and beyond.
The art community is continuously growing with new facilities for artists to showcase their work. I had a chance to get to know an upcoming artist who just opened up her first individual exhibition. Hidden within the halls of the University of Lethbridge sits a quiet artist plugging away to make a local and international name for herself. Jacqueline Addison got her start with art when she was in high school, but took a long time to accept her talent and follow it.
And then I applied for the environmental science program, and figuring that was like a little bit more in my direction, but still like it didn't feel comfortable. And then I was like, you know what? I took a couple arts classes, and that's when it like clicked, and I was like, this is where I want to be.
Now majoring in art studio, Addison creates a variety of 2- and 3-dimensional work using a variety of different materials to create her conceptualism and minimalistic projects. Addison has been building her name here in Lethbridge by joining the Penny Art Gallery to organize local art and claiming scholarships that have taken her around the world to explore, learn, create, and add to her collection.
Sometimes some people say I over-conceptualize things. I think a lot about projects before I jump into them, but I think what guides me the most is the materiality of what I'm working with.
Addison has made her way to various places such as Iceland and Minneapolis to grow her skills of photography, printmaking, and inspiration. Now opening her first individual exhibition, Addison is excited to finally reveal her Disposition collection, which explores the relationship between the human and the natural. With big goals for future endeavors, Addison has planted her feet firmly in the community to set her on the path towards becoming a household artist. Greg Bobinick, eNEWS. Jacqueline Addison's Disposition exhibition can be viewed at Blueprint Records in downtown Lethbridge until the end of March.
Lethbridge is placing a bid on the 2020 Alberta Summer Games. City Council has shown its support with a $250,000 grant coming from the Major Community Event Hosting Fund. The Lethbridge Sport Council and the Alberta Sport Development Centre Southwest also requested that City Council send in a letter of support to solidify the bid. Previous years have drawn roughly 3,500 athletes, coaches, and other officials.
It's an opportunity to participate, and that's what, for me, that's what sports is all about, participating, bonding, learning, just becoming better people.
The last time Lethbridge hosted the Summer Games was in 2012.
The City of Lethbridge has a new person in charge of attracting tourism. William Slenders, who previously worked with the Brooks Tourism Board, is looking for local stories and businesses within Lethbridge that are having a significant impact on the citizens of Lethbridge.
General themes moving forward: collaboration, innovative, creative collaboration, and I really welcome any idea, because at this point I'm all about shaking up the model and doing something different.
Slenders hopes to bring forth an even more vibrant and engaging Lethbridge with his role. Currently, if you have any ideas on how to improve the city's relations with visitors or how to better the city in any way, Slenders urges you to send him an email to his personal address.
The Food and Beverage Expo kicked off the new year in a great fashion last weekend. The award-winning event returned to the City of Lethbridge for the 6th consecutive year and brought great results. Alex Groger reports.
This year's event featured some of the best vendors that the city had to offer, and the people in attendance were loving every minute of it. Event coordinator Chris Meyer played a massive role into putting the expo on. Meyer says the event is a great opportunity for people to go out and try something new.
I mean, it's a great event for a lot of reasons. I think one is that it gives people an opportunity to come out and try things they might not normally try on a regular basis.
With numerous vendors on site, the expo is able to raise a lot of money. Meyer says that helping to raise awareness for not only the vendors, but their partners is key.
We're very excited about what we're doing. Every year we have a charity sponsor that we do. This year it's Bridges of Hope, and we try to raise as much awareness, not just for the vendors, but also for our charity partners that we partner with.
Vendors such as Boston Pizza, the Mango Tree, and Anonitos are on site. However, they were not alone.
Another company that got the opportunity to go and promote its brand was Cooley Brewing Company. As Cooley Brew is not a mainstream brand, it can be difficult for them to get their word out. Brewer Chris McCormicken says it provides variety in the beer market.
Having a local beer presence, which is something different from the same beer that you can find everywhere, right? And we're happy and that we're able to make that beer and make it in Lethbridge.
With the event being so huge, it was vital that the vendors in attendance had a successful evening. McCormicken says that Cooley Brew definitely achieved its goal.
Very successful. There's lots of people here, there's lots of exposure. We're getting to pour lots of beer for people and let them experience what we've got to offer.
Meyer adds that after 6 successful events, it's safe to say that the expo is here to stay. Alex Groger, eNEWS.
The event cost Lethbridge citizens only $20. Both food and beverage vendors were able to promote their brands. Still ahead, we'll take a look at how the weather is shaping up next week. And later, we'll show you how the Kodiak's volleyball team is shaking off the rust of a long Christmas break.
Adopting cats was the best decision of my life. This is Rosie, and this is Grey Cat. Wonderful personalities of their own. They provide me with joy and love every day. Rosie here will do anything for a fresh bowl of food. While Grey plays in the yard most of the time, she'd rather be outside than inside. They really get along with my other animals, especially my dog Cody. They don't always get along, but sometimes you just gotta put them together.
Adopt a cat today at the Last Chance Cat Ranch.
I'm bored. What can I do to fill this time in my life? Visit the Downtown BRZ events page online to see what's happening in Lethbridge.
Crime Stoppers and Lethbridge Police Service need your help in solving a vehicle theft. Between the hours of 1 a.m. and 9 a.m. on September 11th, a silver 2005 Honda Civic, license plate BHF 4656, was stolen from 1114 Lakeview Drive South. An identifying mark included a 4-inch crack on the passenger side of the rear fender. Once again, the license plate is BHF 4656. If you have any information on this or any crime, please contact Crime Stoppers by any of these methods. Standard message and data rates may apply. Crime Stoppers will pay up to $2,000 for information leading to an arrest. Remember, you will not have to attend court or testify, and you will remain anonymous. We want your information, not your name.
I'm Libby McMenamin, and this is your Southern Alberta weather forecast provided by Environment Canada. Monday's going to be pretty cloudy, staying pretty warm though, reaching up into the positives. Tuesday and Wednesday following a similar pattern, and although there's going to be more sun, it's going to be a little cooler. As we approach Thursday, it's going to be a little colder and frosty still, but with a high of only -4. But Friday will bring some sun mixed with fresh snow, and the weekend's going to be beautiful and relatively warm, so take advantage of it and hit the slopes while you still can.
The Lethbridge College Kodiak's men's basketball team is hosting the ACAC Championships this year in March. The club currently has around 2 months to prepare for the big tournament. Houston Geringer is standing by with more on the story. Houston?
The Lethbridge College men's basketball team has been preparing their defensive skills prior to the 2018 ACAC Championships, which will take place in Lethbridge. The Lethbridge College Kodiak's men's basketball team are having a roller coaster season so far. This year, the men are focusing mainly on their defensive skills and also practicing shifting from defense to offense on the court.
Well, we always start off focusing on defense. That if we can be a very strong defensive team, we're going to be successful because we have the scorers to score the basketball.
He says his team really likes to spread the ball around, opting for scoring by committee philosophy. Case in point, Keanu Funa is their leading scorer with only 15 points per game. He adds that his team likes to stay together and treat each other like family. He adds that his club is bringing a solid work ethic to practice.
We've had 2 really good practices this week. This is our 3rd practice back. So I like the looks.
The Kodiak's men's basketball team is hosting the ACAC Championships this year, and all year they've been preparing and getting their players ready for the tournament. With their main focus being defense, a few players using the slogan, "Defense wins championships." Funa says they've got work to do.
Mainly right now we're just focusing on defense. Because the saying is defense wins championships, but we're not where we want to be right now, but we're getting there.
Funa is in his 2nd year with the club and is beginning to see more playing time in his sophomore season than he did in his rookie season. Aside from his team's goal, he also has an individual goal of shooting he's been working on.
I wasn't able to shoot much last year, and this year I'm getting a lot more looks, and so I'm really just working on that to make sure that I can knock it down when I need to.
For eNEWS, I'm Houston Geringer. The 2018 ACAC Championships will begin Thursday, the 1st of March, and will go until the 3rd.
Thanks, Houston.
The Lethbridge College Kodiaks showcase the past with a generous gift from a community business. The newly unveiled trophy case makes sure that the program's championship history will be prominently displayed for years to come. Valued at $55,000, the gift from Lethbridge-based Millwork Innovations 3 was unveiled late last week to the public. The Kodiaks say that this case will be a celebration of past and key in motivating future Kodiaks.
We've had a lot of student athletes come through this, and they all have all left their impact. But now we've got another way to, honor those people that have done good things. So.
The new installation highlights the awards Kodiak's teams and individuals have earned during their 60 years of competition, and comes as a welcome addition to campus in preparation for the ACAC Championships later this year.
A new semester has begun at the college, and for men's volleyball, that means shaking off any rust they may have accumulated over the Christmas break. David Sellis reports.
The Kodiak's men's volleyball team is going hard at practice to ensure it's ready for the second half of the season. After having a bit of a break over Christmas, the team is trying to shake off any rust before the final push of the season. Third-year left side and middle Mike Hummel says that the team can focus on the little areas to ensure the team peaks at the right time.
I wouldn't say there's too many areas, but yeah, obviously if we just work our hardest and get better at those little areas, like maybe focus a little more on our passing to clean up our sets, just little things like that can make a difference when it comes down to the end.
The team has come out of the break strong, sweeping the first 2 matches against Ambrose University, but coaches and players both say there's still room for improvement, as the Kodiaks committed 32 errors over the 2 games. The team is hoping to clean up its errors as it enters crunch time.
The men's volleyball team had some rust coming out of the Christmas break, which was expected for the team. But they know that the importance of shaking that rust off is key to the rest of their season being a success.
Head coach Greg Giebos says that the break was nice, but that the team is ready to come back.
Christmas break's always nice because our guys get a really nice refresher, some time to spend with family, which is really important for us too. So after the break, they came in nice and refreshed. We actually went up to a tournament in Augustana.
Giebos also says that being mentally tough will be a key for his team moving forward. For eNEWS, I'm David Sellis.
The Kodiak continues to work off the rust as they battle rival Medicine Hat this weekend in a home-and-home series.
The Kodiak's men's volleyball team came back from winter break strong. Stephanie Savage sat down with Matt Primrose to talk about their first 2 games following their time off.
Welcome to the Kodiak's Report. I'm Stephanie Savage, and today I have the pleasure of being joined by one of the captains of the men's volleyball team, Matt Primrose. Thanks for being here today.
Yeah, no worries.
So Matt, you guys came back after the holidays pretty strong with 2 wins last weekend. How did it feel to come back?
Yeah, it was great. It was a really great team win. We just had fun, playing again. I mean, after that long of a break, during the holiday season, it's always nice to just come back and get on the court and be with the boys again. So it was awesome.
And how are you guys preparing for the ACACs coming up?
Yeah, I think we're just going to take it one game at a time. Honestly, one practice at a time, keep working hard. Got a lot of mental things to work on and prep for, but yeah, just taking it one game at a time, 1 week at a time.
And right now you guys are sitting in a 3-way tie for second place in the conference. How do you guys deal with that?
Yeah, I mean, we try not to look too much into it, right? We just kind of try to keep it on our own side of the net, I guess, if that's what you want to say. But yeah, just keep working and not worry too much about what other teams are doing themselves. Kind of stay on our side and yeah, prep for it.
And last week you were named Athlete of the Week for that, so congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And what kind of things went into that?
Yeah, I don't think it's me personally. I think if I could give it, if any individual award I ever get, I can never take it for myself. It's always about my team and my coaching staff, right? So essentially, me being Athlete of the Week is not me being Athlete of the Week, it's the team working together to get a win. So yeah, it's really awesome.
Well, that's all the time we have for you today. Thanks again, Matt, for coming in and talking to
no
me.
worries.
And thanks for tuning into the Kodiak's Report.
And before we go today, in a province filled with all the mountains nature can give, it only seems fitting that we talk about the ski hills in Alberta. Here are Ryan Mox with his top 5 Alberta resorts.
Hello, my name is Ryan Mock, and here are the top 5 places to ski near southern Alberta. Number 5, Fernie. The Fernie ski hill is located a few minutes outside the town of Fernie, British Columbia. It's a steep and snowy utopia, and often people's first choice. Number 4, Kimberley. Family friendly and right next door to sleepy BC town, it'll be the perfect spot for a family vacation. Number 3, Nikiska. Located 45 minutes away from Calgary, it's a beginner and intermediate skier's dream. Beautiful views, incredible powder, and a great atmosphere. This is definitely a skier's paradise. Number 2, Kicking Horse. With steep hills, beautiful views, and great people, this mountain resort is sure to please. This is definitely a top choice for anyone looking to hit the slopes. And number 1, Castle Mountain. Close to us here in Lethbridge, Castle is always a perfect getaway, whether you're an experienced skier or it's your first time on the slopes. And conveniently, you can get tickets for all 5 at the LCSA office at a discount. Thanks for watching.
And that is all the time that we have for eNEWS. I'm Greg Bobanek.
And I'm Dominique Charles. Thanks for watching.